Medley Management Inc. What does this company do? It's an asset management firm offering yield solutions to retail and institutional investors. The company operates in the investment management segment. It is focused on credit-related investment strategies, primarily originating senior secured loans to private middle management companies in the United States. The company generally holds these loans to maturity. Its national direct origination franchise provides capital to the middle market in the United States. The company has over $4.8 billion of assets under management in approximately 2 business development companies. Okay, that's management, Medley Capital Corporation and Sierra Income Corporation. So that's a very brief snapshot of what this company was all about. But look at this, look at this. The stock is up 118.66% in this post market. This is not the pre-market yet of the 10th of June. It's the post market of the 9th of June. So you can see what we're looking at here. $12.84. It closed at 5.84, and at that time this 5.84 is also an extension. So as a result of an extension, I believe. So let's go down. Yes, it is as a result of an extension. So what's going on here? You can see we have a very minor float of 5.735 million shares. Something's going on here, and it's not that difficult to find. You can see there was a Form 8 Medley disclosure as at a few days ago. That was the 1st of June, and it's saying here in respect to their voluntary case under Chapter 11. So they're filing for bankruptcy. So could this be a short squeeze? Could it be? Could it be that short sellers have been trying to? Obviously, that normally happens when, of late, and it has always been the case. If a company is going bankrupt, then short sellers pounce on it and they start selling. But unfortunately, in this case, there isn't any. It doesn't have options, so it wouldn't be as sophisticated. We wouldn't have the input of. It wouldn't be that sophisticated. The hedgings won't be there. So, yeah, it's. But at the same time, if you add all of those things, there 5.735 million shares outstanding, you're going to be looking at some crazy squeeze going on. The demand will be something else, and let's see if we can find any sort of figures concerning MDLY. This is short squeeze. You can see it says short percent of float, 12.93%. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the naked shorts. Naked short report, MDLY. For every stock, there will always be some shorts. Yes. So you can see for 8.16% was sold short as at the 8th of June. So with the 9th of June outcome is not there. As a matter of fact, it was even less. As a matter of fact, on the 7th, it was even more. 51.88%. So because of this bankruptcy, there's a good chance they have been there, and maybe it hasn't come up to our radar. But now it's up. Look at that, 122.26% in this aftermarket. It's a pity this chart is not reflecting the graphical. It's not representing that extension. It's only for some reason stock at 7.97, but the stock has extended beyond that. Evidently, it has reflected some extension, but not everything. The stock closed at 5.84. It's only representing a tiny fraction of that extension. So we're looking at an extension of 120.55% in this pre-market session. You can call it pre-market session, because it's already in as much as we have about an hour and some fraction before that pre-market session resumes. So let's have a look elsewhere and see. I don't think we're really going to see very much. Still stuck at that 7.97 for the 5-minute model. it's no point going ahead. The 10-day, the 60-minute will not reflect that either. So I think at some point, if we still remain here, it might reflect it. We're looking at, it's still stuck at that 7.97, but fortunately the figures are, the readout here is saying $12.8, so it is definitely super extended. Let's see whether we can get any figure on Google and see what MDLY, whether it's reflecting that as well. It is, yes, you can see that it's saying 113.53%. Absolutely does, but it's not reflecting that it has reached. Okay, this is okay. Well, there might be some delay. Yes, for some reason it's not. They're all not reflecting that graphical extension. So, but in any case, that's really minor. The stock is up. It's seriously up, and before that time, I think we can actually see the oscillators are all very much looking up. The stock was extending from a very low base. Don't mind the loss of memory we're looking at right here. You can see at some point not long ago. When was that? Let's find out. This was as at the, let's get a figure. As at, I don't think it's long ago this happened. It was trading way below all of its trend lines. Yes, that was as at sometime in June. Yes, that was 4th of June. It was trading below all of its moving averages, and it started to extend. So but I mean, we know about this bankruptcy. It is disclosing. It's evolving. It's a voluntary one, and yeah, there might be some other details in this disclosure that we haven't actually digested, but this is just what we picked up, and that it's involved in bankruptcy and all that stuff. So this will definitely be, amongst other things, what will definitely be attracting market participants. I wouldn't just say short sellers, but wherever the short sellers go these days, other longs go there as well. So you can see the oscillators are all very much looking up. Unbalanced volume indicator extending. The slope is definitely positive. MACD above signal line and rising, which is a positive signal and a bullish signal. We have also the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator based on the daily model extending and rising, and momentum is also trying to cross. It's just slightly above 100 and extending, or just slightly below it. MACD above the signal line, but they're all still below zero and extending. It's definitely, it says it appears to be rallying within a longer term bearish trend. Yeah, okay, yes, because the longer term trend is the 200-day, or rather represented by the 200-day moving average. It's sloping, downward sloping. It's bearish, so it's definitely rallying within a longer term bearish trend, driving its MACD above the signal line. However, the shares remain below a declining 200-day moving average, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower. It's lagging the S&P 500, and I think the momentum is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. The slope of the unbalanced volume indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers, and we have a 166.64% volatility figure for the last 10 trading sessions. So definitely there is some squeeze. There is definitely some fest going on there. There is an attraction from short sellers. There is no doubt about that, since this talk is talking about bankruptcy, and then once you are there trying to short, you are attracting people to come, and you're attracting the rest of the market to come and feast on what you have put in there. So that's what's going on with Medley Capital and Medley Management. So let's see if we can Let's see if anything has changed yet. Okay, slightly, it has lost about 10% or thereabout, but for some reason the chart hasn't reflected this 12.18%, 12.18 figure graphically. But in any case though, that's what's going on right now. This is the 1 minute model, and the momentum is also strongly bullish. So okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. We'll continue to update you.